Hermes Jardain collection. To be honest with you, I like all of them. They are exactly my kind of perfumes for high heat because they're very light, they're really pretty, they're generally relatively unique and quite interesting, but they're exceptionally delicate and light. They're all eau de toilettes. I was actually sent this one free. I'm gonna, after this, do some videos of the other ones that I already had. But this one came with something else that I'd ordered, and I was really excited to smell this because there is a pistachio note in it. I don't like biscuity smells, so I really struggle with some nutty perfumes because sometimes they smell, for my non-British friends, they smell like cookies. They actually literally smell like biscuits. And the way that translates for me in perfumes is that I think it smells like dirty towels and it smells kind of stale. So I really struggle with, I mean, there's anything with a popcorn note smells stale to me. A lot of nutty notes smell stale if they're not done in a kind of perfume interpretation way, if they smell real. So the Sol de Janeiro nutty body sprays, I can't deal with those, for instance. So just to give you a heads up, the sun just really came out in my bedroom and just blinded me. So this one, firstly, the carded samples. I mean, come on, they're so stunning. Everything about this collection is so beautiful. They all smell like a holiday. Holidays in different parts of the world. This one, let's have a look. This one makes me think of Italy. I'm not sure if it's actually supposed to, but it does. It says a hint of golden grass, olive wood and fresh pistachios. Now there's definitely also citrus in this, 100%. And I mean, it's got the sea in the picture in the background, and I do wonder if there's a slight saltiness, like a salty note as well. It's okay. This is one of those perfumes that takes a massive U-turn because when I first spray it, I really don't like it. It smells... The citruses smell a bit like a urinal cake when I first spray this. There is a weird kind of vinegary, sweaty smell when I first spray this. And the pistachio smells just like a stale cookie style of pistachio. So my first impression of this perfume was, ew, no thank you. And then it dries down. And the longer it dries down, the more beautiful it becomes. Now, I think probably that kind of sweaty, vinegary, stale, almost like dirty, sweaty skin or something, that I'm quite sure is the olive. Now, it's an olive tree, but it definitely, even when the dry down, there is a slight olive vibe to this. But when it's sweetened, when it dries down, I mean... What are they actually listing? I would say there's definitely some florals in this, personally, when it dries down. It kind of reminds me of what they describe as the vegetal jasmine in the Jardain de Montserrat. It's got that kind of vibe in it. It just smells... It doesn't just smell like grass, olive wood, pistachios and citrus is what I'm trying to say. It smells like there's some kind of blossomy flower here as well. It's sweet when it dries down. The pistachio calms down, but you still retain that just slightly creamy pistachio vibe without the kind of nutty cookie vibe. And the citrus really calms down as well. So there's just like a very slight hint of it. It's just crazy how much I dislike what it smells like when I first spray it compared to what the dry down becomes. It becomes something absolutely gorgeous I can't stop smelling. This is not the lightest, I'd say, of the Jardains. I think this is sort of medium. It's not as strong as some of them, definitely, but it's definitely stronger than, I mean, like I said, like Monsieur Lee, this is definitely stronger than that. I'm sure this will be really much better in high heat. It's pretty warm when I'm doing this review, but it's not like, it's like warm spring weather at the moment rather than summer, but it's gorgeous, really gorgeous. I mean, in terms of gender, I think anyone could wear this and smell spectacular, really. I mean, Yeah, I think it would smell beautiful on men or women. Definitely when I first sprayed it, I thought it smelled more masculine. And until it really properly dried down, and you are looking at about 10 minutes until you get the real full beauty here. And then it starts to smell a little tiny bit more feminine. But gorgeous, it's gorgeous. This is such a gorgeous one. I think it might be the most interesting. Well, maybe not the most interesting, but I think it might be the prettiest of the most of the interesting ones in Jardain.